What's up, YouTube? This is a little PW80 I bought like a month and a half ago. I got it for 220 bucks, I think. The guy had told me, oh, last time it ran for like 10 minutes, but the carb would overflow the gasoline, and so I was like, well, I think I could get it running. But I put it together and it started and it sounded terrible. It sounded like, I don't know, something was really wrong, and I checked the compression and it was like 30 psi, and it was still running like this. Pretty crazy. I think they ran it out of oil because it has a little separate oil tank. I took the cylinder off and I spun the crank, and the crank was the crank bearings were really loud too, so I just went ahead and split the cases. But you could tell the line, like water got into it or something and it rusted out. But the bearings were super loud. So I just went ahead and split the cases. I was like, whatever. Bought a new crank, all new bearings and stuff. It also had a Chinese carburetor, so I went ahead and bought the OEM carburetor off of eBay. The Mikuni. But yeah, it runs pretty good now. I made the mistake of putting weed eater oil in it for the two-stroke mix, and it was locking up the cylinder, like it wasn't lubricating it at all. So I took that apart and I sanded down the little rough edges where it was locking up, and I bought the correct Yamaha lube two-stroke mix, and it runs great now. So I'm gonna see if I could put it, like, turn it into a little pit bike. Well, kind of already is, but hopefully I can get it to look better. So do a cold start. Takes a little bit to warm up, but once it warms up, it idles really well, and it's super fun, just stock the way it is. But I plan on getting handlebars, stiffer springs, doing a little bit of mods for power, bigger sprocket in the back, probably some new plastics. The plastics are done. But yeah, that's my story. So kind of expect the worst, I guess, if you buy something that's not running. I thought it was just going to be a simple carb clean, but I ended up having to get really deep into the engine, and that can be costly if you buy it and take it to like a shop or something. I did it all myself, so it's just the time that I was invested. Overall, I think parts and stuff, I spent like 500 to 550. The crank was like 60 bucks. Carb was 100 bucks. The cylinder was like 40 bucks. Gasket set another 30 bucks. I still have to buy some. They like ghetto rigged this holding bar, and this brake pedal was like, the rod was another thing of this, and it wasn't smooth. Like, I still got to get that. So I still some more stuff that I have to buy. So yeah, just be careful when you buy non-runners. But yeah, hopefully I can make more videos on this. So peace out, YouTube.